Thank you.
Please be seated.
Members, staff, and honored guests, as we gather in this historic chamber, the home of the House of Representatives since 1911, I'm reminded of the many occasions in the past when previous House speakers have stood in the same place for the same purpose. Today, it's my honor and privilege to congratulate you on your election and welcome you to the 87th General Assembly. I want to begin my remarks today where it all began for me. In fact, where all my hopes and dreams begin and end, and that's with my family. They're here in the chamber today. My wife, Dana, my strength, my best friend. None of this would have happened without you. My daughter, Riley, who's 7 years old, she's in the first grade, and she made me promise to tell all of you she's going to be a big sister in May. My mom and dad, Robert and Lou Jane Wills, two longtime school teachers who have taught me so much about what it means to be a good person and to be a person of integrity and truth, and I can't thank you guys enough. I love you. My sister Susan Robinson and her husband Lee are here today. Thank you so much for being here. And my grandmother Ruth Wills Wozniak is in the front row right here. Grandma, I am so glad you're here. I love you. My aunts and uncles, Jack and Melinda Adams, Donna and Larry Cottrell, my cousins, Eli, Ariel, and Isaac Adams, and Jamie Cottrell, and my wife's family came all the way from Oklahoma, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, father-in-law Gail Maxwell, my mother-in-law Pat Maxwell, and my brother-in-law Joe Maxwell. Thank you so much for being here. To all of my family, I'll simply say, if not for you, not only would I not be where I am today, I wouldn't be who I am today. I love you, and I'm so glad you're here. We are all surrounded by our families today, and none of us would be here without them. And we all bring to the legislature lessons taught to us by our families. I've been thinking about one such lesson a lot here lately. There's a place you may know on the highway north of Conway called Pickles Gap. It's a local tourist attraction. You may not know that it was founded by my grandfather, Papa Will Adams, and that for almost 20 years that was our family business. There used to be an old covered bridge over Pickles Gap Creek. There was a working water wheel, a blacksmith shop, and a petting zoo. It was a great place to grow up. Pickles Gap was known all over as the home of the do-nothing because we made and sold these little things called the do-nothing. As you can see, it's a complicated process, lots of moving parts, working very hard to stay out of each other's way, and doing absolutely nothing. Well, unlike this thing, all of us had a job to do at Pickles Gap. Like many of you, when I was a kid, I was expected to come home after school and work. Like most 8-year-old boys, I didn't want to do it. And Papa was always after me to do better. He refused to let me be lazy. I remember him taking one of these things and saying, "Son, if you don't straighten up, you're going to be a do-nothing. Don't be a do-nothing, be a do-something." I still hear him today. My family's laughing because they know what I'm talking about. You see, that was his way of teaching me. Do your best. Apply yourself. Work hard. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. So I keep one of these things handy to remind me. I am not a do-nothing. I am a do-something. And so as we begin this General Assembly, I want each of you to commit to be a do-something too.